At Coliban Water, we've recently adopted a new environment and sustainability policy, which you helped us draft, actually, which was fantastic, and that talks about us being a custodian of, and so we're really just here as it's a blip in time, and we need to play a role while we're here. In playing that role, we've obviously got some choices to make about investing now or kicking the can down the road. How we bear risk, things like our water reclamation plants, which if we don't manage properly can cause environmental harm. You mentioned water security. How do we navigate the inevitable next big drought? What would be traditional owner perspectives or your professional perspective on how the panel should be thinking about those questions of, we say intergenerational equity or environmental risk. Should we be acting now? Should we be holding risk and tolerating that risk, knowing that some of those risks could come to fruition?
Yeah, I think it's important. Blame's a funny thing. You can blame people for so many things. And if we set aside what our previous generations have done and we take a forward-looking, constructive approach, I think our thinking then is calmer and more constrained. What do we actually need to do now to ensure things are better in the future? Now, there will always be challenges and particular limitations. I think the idea of funding, resourcing, let alone implementing and rolling out infrastructure maintenance and probably improvements is not without its challenges. But I sort of think that if we thought of climate change and what it might do to us, we need to act now, and we need to have the best intent on how we act now, and then potentially with greater improvements then we can adapt. But if we don't do the heavy lifting, heavy decisions now, I think it's okay for future generations to view us quite harshly on inaction. When we've got the opportunity, I think you seize those opportunities and you try and do something with them.